microphone check. Okay, 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 okay. At exactly 22 minutes to 11 Ugandan time, East African time, you are all welcome to the friendly match between Lucas Buma versus Asiku Jr. The match is a friendly one, I want to repeat. However, the two are preparing for their forthcoming tournaments. You know, Uganda is a country that normally organizes very, very many tournaments. And once players get challenges like this one, of course, there is always preparation on how to contain pressure, on how to manage a cue ball, and also improve on their proficiency, their efficiency, their accuracy, and shooting power. Lucas Buma has been head started by Asiku Junior with a +3. These two are racing to 16. Literally, Asiku has spotted 6 blacks and Lucas Buma has spotted 3 blacks. But with his head start, the scores are tied at 6-6. I want to welcome all of you, dear lovely viewers. We are live at Addis Sport Kireka, a very decent pool arena here in Uganda. Okay, one of them. But of course, today it is the chosen place where we are live streaming the second match. The first one was a money match, a battle between the Assassin and the Emma Ryan of Addis Pool Club. The match was on this very table, this very channel, this very commentator, this very kind of live. And of course, Addis Sport was the place. That one, Emma Ryan lost terribly by 21 frames to 6. And now this one is Lucas Buma taking on Asiku Jr. in their friendly encounter. The horse in the name of Lucas Buma, as he's nicknamed, is now potting the red for the very last time, positioning the cue ball very well to bring a 7th for himself at the actual 4th frame in a race to 16. Welcome. Allow me check the comment section for some of your reactions here. I want to recognize the presence of Azania. There is King B. There is Kalema Michael. You are welcome. And then, of course, IBK, you have declared your presence in the comment section. Thank you so much. Martin Joy, Stevie, there is Tylo Pasha, you're saying. That means Asiku wamanyi nnyo nze ndaba nzoba mpa mukaaga rest to 16. Yes, Asiku is a very strong player. He's known to have taken down Caesar Chandiga by 5 frames to 3 at Shua Lounge in the month of I think January. There was an open comp at Shua Lounge. Asiku Jr. beat the Scorpion himself. And then when they met at Sharpshooters Arena, Caesar paid back by winning Asiku Jr. Tonight, the two are just racing to 16. Lucas needs 9, as Asiku needs 10 of them frames to win the match. Hazard Lukoma, you are welcome. Ariho Laban and IBK Katubirabe. I want to send shout-outs to all of you, the pool players, the managers, and the fans. Those that love the game, you are all welcome. My name is Richard Travis, the detective of the satellite media, your very own friend, pool lover, pool enthusiast, and it is, of course, the same reason why we've had even this friendly match being streamed on the live. I want to welcome those that have been watching the matches from the international matches that are taking place in Kenya. There has been an invasion of very many international pool players in the country of Kenya, with Uganda having Joseph Kasozi, Ibrahim Sejemba, Ian Kazibwe, Dog City, all in Kenya, with, of course, one of their team member, Bob Katerega, is also there. We have a lady, Julie Namuhanga, who has played, and actually her win percentage is higher in Kenya so far for the money matches she has played. We also have other international players. I have been informed that Jerry Gandaganda is first playing the first leg against, I believe, Eshka Chimbwanda in Zimbabwe, and then he will be flying to Kenya. Maybe after that they will be proceeding to Nigeria where a pool tournament is organized. I will be giving you the names of the invited players that will be participating in the Big Kales tournament that is organized. But of course, most of the Big Kales super shooters, like the likes of Ian Kazibwe. Recently, they have also added Ganda to their arsenal, and I believe Jinte being among them, and many more. Still, many signings are coming, and we want to recognize what Big Kales is doing in African pool. Currently, Hazard Lukomwa also is camping in Nigeria. I think he is now well acquainted with the Nigerian language. If not, he is at least acquainted with the streets of Lagos. Well, KJ, welcome. Ibrahim IBK, welcome. Holmes Abias, I love your commentary. And after Chove, no one else comes. Please, thank you for appreciating. Naye mnanga tomeza malala wemani nawe ensobya oyingira mu kabox awo nonkoonako. Asiku Junior now is equalizing by 7-7. They are racing to 16. I want to respond to KJ Paul is asking whether it's a money match. This is a friendly encounter between these two. But remember, yesterday, Asiku Junior won the Super Chikolomongo 48-man comp, a double life one that was held, a 2 days tournament that was held at Luki's Arena in Izana off Nyanama Road. Asiku became number one, and actually photos have been circulating all over the different WhatsApp platforms. He donned 900 Uganda shillings, being the better shooter, shooting better than players that took part in that tournament. We had a Black Sheep, we had a Dangote, Dembaba, of course players like Mark Wutang, Johnny Simogerere, there was Kalema Kraus, if I may mention, the likes of Mutes Rashida, and so many prominent players that you may know under the category called the Chikolomongo. Chikolomongo is a Ugandan word. Yes, Ugandans are good at Gandalizing. I'm talking of Gandalizing, making vernacular words look like English words. Just look at the word gumiti in the country of Uganda. If you talk of the word gumiti, that one means someone who is very solid, someone who is very hard, like Asiku. The performance he put up yesterday, a Ugandan is very free to say Asiku Jackson, Asiku Junior is very gumiti. We want to thank the organizers of tournaments in this country. Our only cry is that we should at least make sure that the tournaments take a little bit of a short time. For example, if a tournament can end at 10 p.m., that is very fine. And actually, I am very much reliably informed that everything is being done to ensure that players are educated about the importance of time management in tournaments and all of that. With the new, maybe, Pool Association of Uganda committee, we shall have all of those. Since now we have technical directors, we have those in charge of institutions, the chairpersons themselves, and maybe the general secretaries. If players are given that information and they are given to the rules of the tournaments, you know, some players are a little bit relaxed. There's some that are a little bit complacent. They want to play at their own pace, their own time. And that is what exactly makes some tournaments take a little bit of long luck. Dear lovely viewers, I could have meandered a little bit, but it is of our great importance to have some of these insights and some of these highlights. This match, it is 7-7. The two players are tying. However, remember, Lucas has been head started. The Greater Mitiana player is here. The Half London Hotel player. Of course, there is a league taking place in Greater Mitiana. I am not yet updated. May manager IBK, who is online, update us about the status of that league in Greater Mitiana, where Lucas Buma plays for Half London Hotel, if I am not mistaken. some of the Kampala best players that are in that league. We have John Simogerere, there is Farouk Mutumba, and the likes of Ashraf Sentamu. They play for Prime Shooters respectively. That is a good massive shot being produced by the horse, Lucas Buma. I think it has put smiles onto IBK. If you are watching online, your boy is here showcasing his talent. Of course, adding efficiency and grip of the cue stick, and also poetry in motion, because if he can massy that cue ball to have a potting over the black, it means very soon Lucas Buma will be a very, very classy player. Ashraf, you're saying yo, big up. Thank you for watching. Kindly let me know where you're watching from so that I send shout outs to you and the people surrounding you. Muhum Zabias, Justus Isu, welcome. We have Walukeja Paul saying, I think the time factor is because of the limited number of tables in arenas and the presence of longer races in our game. Yes, that one is also another factor. However, of recent, some organizing committees and the arenas have adopted a race to 4. A racing to 4 in a tournament is a very good one, because within a very short time, in less than 20 minutes, a match is ended. I think Lucas Buma is getting composed here. By the look of things, he's taking shape, getting good patterns. Now he's, of course, going to pot. The cue ball will be placed near the rail to have a potting of the red that is positioned on the center middle. Yes, cue ball will be bouncing off the cushion just like that. He can decide to pot on the corresponding center pockets. Center left, center right. It will guarantee him cue ball for a very, very clear finish of the frame. However, when you look at this, he needs now his insurance ball. What will be his insurance ball? If you look at the positioning of the black, to me, I would fancy maybe he pots center on the left, then he goes for center on the right, manipulating cue ball with exploration, of course, to the top short rail and then back. For him, he decides to play with top spin, wanting to drive that cue, that ball that is frozen a little bit on the left rail to the top left corner pocket, and maybe if he plays it with a little bit of top spin, he can still have a potting of the red that is and the center on the right. The only equation to solve the puzzle here, the jigsaw that looks a square, a peg in a round hole, is to get cue ball for the bottom right red if he decides to go for the center on the right. Now, that can be commented as a prediction or curse. I felt that the shot was a little bit suspect. Just look at how he has failed to get a clearance. It is now this match that we are going to know whether Asiku Jr. is a very, very gumity player. He has a little bit of stacked yellows. If you look at them, he has cannoned one. That is great use of the brains. Now, how again is he going to recover to have a pot and at the same time make sure that he clears or pots another yellow? Literally, top diagonal corner pockets, top left and bottom right, those ones are fully occupied by the landlord, Lucas Buma, the horse. He's owning those two diagonal pockets. And that's why you see Asiku posing a little bit. This one looks done. Gone to the side of Lucas. He will be potting to the center. And then cue ball will be Nacho if he pots with a simple top spin on the cue ball. No need of any side spin. I think it will just be potting direct like that. Now the task is to draw the cue ball backwards to have the black in very perfect position. That is perfect shooting now. Lucas Buma leads by 9 frames to 7. Without head start, literally and practically, Lucas, the horse, has spotted 6 blacks. Therefore, without head start, Asiku would still be leading, but now the advantage of a handicap, the advantage of a head start is putting Lucas Buma ahead of Asiku Jr. by 2 frames. By the way, remember a few days ago, Asiku Jr. had a money match with Omara Moses and he won him. I think the scores were 16-13, if I am not forgetting. A few days, Asiku Jr. had a money match on this very table, this very arena, this very place, this same race. Racing to 16, Omara Moses lost that one to Asiku Jr. Nowadays, Asiku is a very solid player, causing reactions from the fans and evidently writing his name as one of Uganda's best shooters in the country. By his performance, he's actually better than Yahya Mpindi, he's better than Mokisa Herbert, although Mokisa Herbert is a more fast and explore. He likes exploring, he likes movement of the cue ball on the table. Actually, Mokisa Herbert likes making himself happy on the green bed by the type of shots he takes. Asiku Jr. is a more solid player who only goes for a pattern and a perfect one. And it is only when maybe cue ball moves further or nearer than he expected that he will be going for an exploration. But look at now this frame. It looked a little bit difficult to be finishable, but at this time I want to tell you that Asiku Jr. will be finishing this frame according to his experience and ability. He plays an off ball, which is a perfect one. Now he can decide to put the center onto the right center, cue ball moving a little bit forward, and now will be manipulating the positioning of the black just like that. Now he can decide to go off 2 cushions with the cue ball bouncing off, short rail bottom and another long rail on the left, just like that. He's applying some side spin. Yes, that is very perfect showing. He never even needed to move off 2 cushions. He used the draw, a stony draw, and cue ball was perfect for the black. Asiku Jr. now extends his scores. It is 7-9. I mean 8-9, I beg your pardon. 8-9 is the score on both the digital and the manual scoreboard. Yes, Warukeje Paul, your discussion in the comment section about the time factor it is very evident that most arenas in the country have a maximum of around 4 tables, apart from City Pool Arena in Bwaise, which has around 10. I think maybe nowadays they have 11 or 12 of them. A time factor being brought about by the limited number of tables is very much evident. However, this beautiful arena has got 6 tables and all of them are in use. The daily customers are enjoying their token games. There are those that are enjoying the number discipline. There are those that have come just to have their evening and the rest, to relax, to dine, to rewind, to unwind, to shoot and enjoy their evening. Kindly continue liking, sharing and commenting on the live. We are delighted to have all of you, dear lovely viewers. May the number of those watching be equal to the number of those that have liked the stream. Thank you from wherever you are watching, and may God bless you for always staying clocked to the satellite media. Look at how this young man has finished this frame. The young man is very, very solid. He started by removing one of the clustered reds, and now the frame is done, and just like that, Asiku has equalized in the match in which he had started Lucas Buma. Asiku Jackson must be one of the greatest exports Uganda is to have. Now, with that kind of break in black ball rules, it means that the break isn't a foul, but the same player will re-rack and break again when the black ball is spotted at the break. May you, of course, submit your predictions kindly. I would like to know what you are thinking about this match. Very lucky, Asiku breaks and ports a ball. The frame was widely spread that he could easily get a single visit win from Lucas. He closes the table on the yellows, which look well spread, and I believe he will only have a problem of the black, but that one is portable. Top right, center on the left. It can also be ported bottom left. It can also be cannoned within these shots that he's going to play. He can develop that ball and have a clearance of his frame safely. This young man is to become a problem in the country of Uganda. Look at that apple, a green one, a single visit to bring the 10th for himself. Asiku Jr. is a really genius in this game. Look at that kind of shooting. Look at that finish. The yellow frame that looked very finishable. It was only one shot that actually spoiled the party for Lucas Buma, the horse. And now the 11th for Asiku Jr. has come his way. 20 frames played as per the scoreboard. If you remove 3, that means 17 practically played frames in a race to 16. Asiku needs only 5 as Lucas Buma now needs all of them. 7 frames. A real genius. A real genius this boy is. Just know Asiku is Gumiti tonight. IBK nkusaba wefuge mu comment section. IBK wefuge sebo, wefuge comments zo zonna wano za kuwoloma, comments zo mpola mpola mukama wange. Pulu agaana, Pulu agaana. with that score on the scoreboard now, it is very evident that the match is still alive. A comeback can still be mounted. I don't think that IBK has a reason to worry from Mitiana. Yes, the half London pool player is mounting a comeback here, dear ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the absence of audio commentary, but there was some technical problem here, but I have worked it out, and let us witness the final stages of the match. And Asiku getting lucky to port in frame number 29. Remember, a total number of frames inclusive of the head start is supposed to be 31 frames in total. They are racing to 16. A friendly challenge here between the two young bloods in the pool fraternity. Young but very solid, very gumite, as to how many Ugandans term it. I want to send greetings to all those in the comment section, those who are keeping the vibe. Yes, I saw a one IBK, I think he's the manager of our counterpart here, who is playing Asiku Jackson. Marso says, IBK, you made money, bro. Made next door. The future of Ugandan pool is in safe hands. And IBK says, Bansonyiwe, literally meaning that, or directly translated as, please forgive me. Decide loading. IBK is resurrecting in the comment section. Look at this. The two balls narrowly got potted. The red getting potted and the cue ball scratching. Sebale Raymond says, nice. At one time, IBK is blaming Lucas, and at another time now he's here with his thumbs up saying at any time the decider is loading. Senior Samo was asking whether Asiku has a safari, likely literally a tournament. Ngeri jaddukamu alabika ayagala kukwata nnyonyi ya Bungereza. Now the game is turning to be a little bit tricky. Lucas is already in the know that his counterpart needs only one game out of all of them that are left to be played. Lucas needing 3, Asiku needing 1. And of course, out of all of those frames, Lucas must make sure that he wins all of them all. Lucas looking for how to open the table. Open his clustered yellows, which may not come easy. Is now putting top left with a draw shot, just like that, leaving himself an angle to cut the yellow into the bottom right corner pocket. If he masters that one and puts it in, then cue ball naturally will be opening the clustered yellows. That is the shot. The horse aims. The horse shoots, the horse spots, the horse cannons, all of them his yellows, apart from only one that is still behind the red. Very good use of brains, very good use of the cue ball, very perfect shooting. I think Greater Masaka, Greater Mitiana and Half London Hotel are now in smiles because their player has played a very, very classy shot. However, that aggressiveness would have come at least before the range of these very many frames was put up. Now look at that shooting again. He played with a draw shot, potting top right, and again cue ball bouncing off two cushions, cannoning another yellow and opening it up. He now needs another shot to develop it because it is now currently frozen on the cue, on the rail on the left. And now, unless he pots it by bank, he may not directly have a pot. And when you look at the reds, they are well spread on the green bed. That is the shot. If he plays perfectly, cue ball must have gone a little bit further now. He is thinking of a bank. There is some passage of the cue ball, I mean the object ball, to the center pocket on the right. If he is very accurate, he will now have it. Now, I don't know whether if he plays with the top spin, cue ball can bounce off bottom rail and then position itself for the potting of the last yellow. He plays with a stand draw. Cue ball is perfect for a roll. If he masters it, if he pots it, then the game will still be live. 14-15 will be the score. He has to shoot perfectly. He has to aim, he has to choke, he has to inspect the table, clear the passage for one more time for a shot that is behind the bragging rights in this friendly match. It is off. It was always suspect. It is off. This could be the last dance of the horse, Lucas Buma. Now there must be worry. There must be, of course. Oh, the Asiku Jackson, Asiku Jr., Big Kel's sponsored player, donning a t-shirt with big curls, on the verge of taking down his friend Lucas Buma, even after head starting with a 3. That means the match has ended exactly 16-10. And if we remove the head start, thank you Africa, thank you for watching, thank you dear pool lovers. The match has come to the climax with Asiku Jackson still standing, still writing his name in the history books of billiards games in the country of Uganda. Still testament that he's one of the best shooters, the best young shooters in the country. Asiku Jackson, we want to thank his management team that is always behind him and those that talk to him psychologically. And thank you, IBK, please take heart. It is a hard luck, it's a bad day in office. We want to wish you well in your next encounters, but don't, of course, give up on your player. My kind request is sit on the drawing board. Have everything discussed. Now look at this revised shot by Lucas Buma. Abamu bagamba nti mu byobwerere jinywa naye mu biri serious oluusi emipiira gigaana. Kale saagala kulandaga nnyo, nange kanzire ewaka ngende nzijeko amata gange kubanga nti mumanyi bulungi waliwo omwami atera okwogera awo ku social media n'agamba nti tamanyi lwaki mukene anoga mangu omunnyo, era nange sikimanyi, naye olwaleero tukirabye. Ndowooza mulabye match eno ebadde friendly, tulabye nga mukene anoza omunnyo ate okusinga enkoko. Musule bulungi, mbaagaliza tabbulu za wiiki eno, era omukama basisinkane mwenna abawe ne bye musinga okwagala bannayuganda naddala. Kano ak'oluganda nkakoze ku lwammwe nga mbasiibula nti mubeere bulungi, tulabagane ate mu match ezo ezinaaba ziddako awo mu maaso.